So let's move on to area of trapezoids, rhombi and kites. And again, just like you had in the last section, just make sure that you find the perpendicular height. So now the first thing we do is moving on to the area of a trapezoid. Don't forget it's got only one property, and that's the two bases must be parallel to each other. And then you are going to do A equals, or the area equals, a half times the height multiplied by the two bases. And here's example number one. You're given base 1, you're given base 2, you are given the perpendicular height. Don't forget it must be perpendicular. You've given the formula, plug it in, number crunch, and make sure if it's a decimal that you round it to the degree of accuracy that the question asked for. Now to find the area of a rhombus and a kite, don't forget, so let's have a look at your rhombus. The rhombus has got 4 congruent sides, and your kite has got 2 sides that are congruent and the other 2 sides are congruent, but they both have the same formula to find the area. It's a half times diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. Is it going to be as simple as what they're doing in example 3? Absolutely not. You know that if you've got the fact that these intersect at right angles, then again Pythagoras comes into play, or you could have trigonometry, one or the other, but keep an eye out for these special right triangles. So here's example 3. It's told, you are told that the 2 diagonals are 8 and 15. Just plug it into your calculator, and again make sure you get it to the degree of accuracy that it requests. Alright, so in example 4 we're finding missing measures and the size of the missing sides. So this time you don't know what the x is or the 2x, but if you put it into the formula, what have you got? Well, you will finish up with what looks like a quadratic. And most of the time it will just be as simple as this one, where you've got to square root 169 to get 13. And here's a few of the questions you've got to do. Alright, so A equals a half times the height, B1 plus B2. For question number 1, so it's going to be a half. The height is going to give you 12. B1 plus B2 is 6, add on to 16, which is 22. Okay, and then again plug it into your calculator and you will finish up with 132.